month of December. Continued here tonight as Jabari made nearly 50% of his shots, 6 for 13 from the floor, finishes with 16 points, hit 4 3-pointers, and that 3-point stroke has got to be feeling pretty good right now for Jabari Smith.
Yeah, but you got to remember too, Kevin, that the offense is not geared to set up plays for him. What he's doing is when he's scoring in the confines of the offense. When the ball is being moved and it comes to, especially if he's on the weak side away from the ball and it comes to him and he receives the ball under 5 seconds, he knows what his job is at that point.
He may be benefiting with open looks as much as anybody with the addition of Kevin Durant. Amen Thompson, as we said, 19 points tonight, 9 rebounds for Amen Thompson. Not much offensively from Josh Okogie in his 12 minutes. Alperen Sengun, 19 and 11 tonight. And KD, he leads the Rockets with 22. Wasn't even close to enough, though. 41 tonight from Kawhi Leonard, 29 from James Harden. You watch a team like the Clippers tonight, and you wonder how in the world could they have gotten off to such a bad start. They certainly didn't look like a team that only won 7 games.
Is it possible that we made them look better than what they are?
It's but you say it all the time. It's the NBA.
Of course, any team can come up for with a big game. Here's one of the things the Rockets have got to remember. The Rockets started the season off, and they became one of the teams to beat. So every time a team would come and play the Rockets, they're bringing their A game because it's a challenge to them. And unfortunately, when you're up at the top of the heap, you've got to keep your intensity, your motivation real high.
Yep. All right, wasn't the case here tonight. All Clippers as they dominated after the first quarter. Back with more here on the postgame presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Durant. Good start to this game for KD. Finished the game with 22 points. Man, he couldn't miss early on in this game tonight. And KD kind of Murph doing Kevin Durant type of things tonight.
Yeah, but let's go back to old school. When you get a player that's hot, everything else after that is to feed him. You milk the situation until he goes cold. He started off hot. He didn't see the ball enough for me.
Yeah, Rockets, as I said, they shoot 58% in the first quarter. 65%, I beg your pardon, in the first quarter. But after that, everything just really, whether it was just lack of shot making. And KD, he knocked down shots tonight, Murph. But I thought Ime made an interesting point. He was by no means making any excuses. But he said, could the fact that you've had 3 overtime games on this road trip maybe get into those legs a little bit on a night like tonight?
Well, yeah, this is true, but still, he played 30 minutes and shooting the ball well and only got 15 shots. That's not enough. That's not enough. I'm old school. You milk a situation until the defense either stops it or he goes cold himself. Then you find someone else to get involved.
All right, coming up, we will hear from Kevin Durant. That's next. Rockets postgame presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Good out of bad, and this was perfect for that.
The block shot by Tari Eason and the dunk.
Nobody was more surprised than James Harden.
I don't know. He had kind of resigned himself to, watch his face. It's like, all right, yeah, go ahead. All right. James Harden's still averaging 26 points a game, 36 years old. Got the win tonight.
Well, regardless of, and I said this earlier about him, yeah, he has talent, but he's also holding the ball 95% of the time. So if you can't average 26 points, you need to sit on the bench.
Yeah, and lucky for the Clippers, and Kawhi Leonard got the other touches tonight. He had 41.
Ime was pretty frustrated with a lot of the defensive rotations and also the defensive effort. He kind of called out post-game. Do you see similarly, and why do you think that was?
Yeah, we weren't very good on the defensive side of the ball.
Why do you think that was?
It was just they got tough shot makers. We fouled. We were scrambling a lot. They made threes. It's a make or miss league. They haven't been hitting shots lately, so it's law averages. You're going to have a game when you're knocking down shots. They made some tough ones, and they got some open ones, too.
Played against Kawhi enough to know when he gets going like that, it's tough. What was he doing well tonight?
Making shots. I mean, that's simple. Yeah, that's simple. Shot making is supreme in this league, and if you can make shots, you'll pretty much have a great night and inspire your teammates.
KD, you guys are going to be playing there on Christmas night. Just how special is it to, still be here in this league and playing on such a prestigious night for the NBA?
Yeah, it's just grateful to be a part of the slate. Somebody told me it's my 12th one, and everyone feels like it's the first. To be in LA, place where I spend a lot of time, historical franchise you're playing against, and the Lakers. I can't wait.
You look at the standings. The Clippers have been a floundering team. Tonight they played very well. Did you get more than you might have expected from them tonight?
No, I mean, the record, they got 2 Hall of Fame players, and then they got, Zubac is hurt, but he's been playing at a elite level the last few years. So, Kawhi and James, regardless of who's around them, they can win any night, and tonight they came out there and did that.
Katie, can you talk to us about your longevity and how it feels to be on a team with the only other remaining supersonic in the league?
Yeah, I'm just grateful, like I said, to be around, especially to be around Jeff again, somebody that I really admire and love like a brother. Not a lot of people get to play in this league that long, so grateful for the relationships I've built, and I want to keep it going.
Katie, from a basketball standpoint, everybody knows who you are, 19 years in the league. What would you give a young piece of advice from your young self coming into the league that you have right now through your journey?
It's not as good as it seems, not as bad as it seems. That's probably what I would tell myself.
What are some things that you guys would like to clean up before you play the Lakers on Christmas?
Defensive urgency, knowing exactly what the scheme is, and just playing hard. I think losses are tough. Don't get me wrong. Especially now when you got expectations on you as a team and you got the microscope on you as a team, every loss can feel bigger than what it is. Every win can feel like you down there and won a championship. But that's just the amount of pressure that comes with the expectations of us being a good team. But these losses are going to make us better. They're going to help us grow character, help us continue to figure out what we need to do to be effective as a group. So through the midst of it all, just keep grinding and keep figuring it out.
Were you surprised to be taken out for the fourth quarter?
No, I trust Coach and everything he does.
And this is the first time a game really got away from y'all in the second half, but when you combine it with some of the recent losses, where your level of concern at?
What I'm going to be concerned about? What's going to happen to us if we lose?
Just the way the team's playing.
Yeah, like I said, with the expectations on this, it's like it feels like this is bigger than what it really is. Of course, we want to win every game. But it's 27 games in. We got a lot more basketball to play, so we just keep grinding, man. You never know. We might can go win 5 or 6 in a row, 7 in a row. I'm not saying we will, but I'm just saying it can happen with as much basketball we got left to play. So of course, the sense of urgency is there, but we don't want to feel like this is too big for us to control. You know what I'm saying? And I feel as though if you're listening to outside noise, you're listening to what people say, and you can put that pressure on yourself as a player. So we just got to keep playing ball, man, and get ready for the next one.
KD, you've been playing with, James Harden for quite some time, against him and with him. Can you just talk about your relationship and how fun is it to just step on the court with James again?
Yeah, I mean, him and Kawhi, just guys that you could say they're in my era of players. Like, we were young in the league at the same time, experienced some of the same things as players, so to see them still going is pretty cool. They still got a lot left in the tank with how they play, so it's stressful playing against 2 great players like that, but I just know that they'll help turn the season around for the Clippers record-wise, and I got so much respect for both of them.
There's your final score. We'll come back and wrap things up on the postgame presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. All right, Christmas Day game. Rockets, that'll be nationally televised. Our next telecast comes your way on Saturday. The Rockets taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and be good to say goodbye to this 6-game road trip and get home and maybe get a little home cooked.
As a former player, when you've been on the road for 6 games, practically a week and a half, you're going to run home. Forget about the flight. That's how fast you want to get back to your home being.
That's going to do it for us tonight. All Clippers tonight. Wish we had a better result, but hey, we have nothing to do with that. Final score, they win it by 20. We'll be back with you again on the 27th. Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you, and enjoy your holiday season, and we will see you again on the 27th.
That's on a crew here in LA.